Hi, my name is Ahmad Iqbal Shakir bin Abdul Razak, and my matric number is 2024792937. So today I'm going to present about the Leximin Rule. So firstly, we go to the introduction of Leximin Rule. So what is Leximin Rule? Leximin is stand for lexicographic minimization. The Leximin Rule is a decision-making principle used in welfare economics and social choice theory to rank distributions of resources or activities among individuals. It focuses on improving the welfare of the worst of individuals, ensuring that inequalities are addressed in a specific hierarchical manner. So next we move to the components of Leximin Rule. Firstly, we go to the utility representation. Utility representation is numerical values representing individual welfare. Next, we go to the identification of the least well-off. Identification of the least well-off is focusing on the individual with the lowest utility. Next, we go to the lexicographic ordering. Lexicographic ordering is sequential comparison starting from the lowest utility. Next, we go to the sequential maximization. Sequential maximization is step-by-step improvement of the worst of individuals. Lastly, we go to the iterative comparison. Iterative comparison is continued comparison across all levels of utility until a clear preference established. So next we go to the characteristics of Leximin Rule. There are 5 characteristics of Leximin Rule which are applicable in various fields: equality-oriented, minimizing the minimum level of welfare, social welfare function comparison, and maximization of minimum utility. So next we go to the criteria of respective area in Leximin Rule. Firstly, we go to utility representation. The criteria of utility representation is utilities must be represented as numerical values that accurately reflect the welfare or satisfaction of each individual. Next, we go to identification of the least well-off. The criteria of identification of the least well-off is to identify the individual with the lowest utility in each distribution. Next, we go to lexicographic ordering. The criteria of lexicographic ordering is distribution should be ordered by comparing the utilities of individuals sequentially starting with the lowest values. Next, we go to sequential maximization. The criteria of sequential maximization is among possible distributions, select the one that maximizes the utility of the least well-off individual first, then proceed to the next least well-off, and so forth. Lastly, we go to iterative comparison. The criteria of iterative comparison is conduct an iterative process where comparisons continue from the worst of individual to the next until all individuals' utilities are considered. So next we go to the example and practice of respective area in Leximin Rule. For example, utility representation. For the scenario, 3 individuals A, B, C receive different amounts of resource. The utilities values representing their welfare are as follows: distribution 1, A4, B5, C6, and distribution 2, A3, B5, C7. For the task is represent the utilities accurately and compare the distributions based on the Leximin Rule. For the solution is identify the least well-off individual in each distribution. For distribution 1, A4. For distribution 2, A3. For compare the lowest utilities is distribution 1 has a higher lowest utility which is 4 compared to distribution 2 which is 3. Therefore, distribution 1 is preferred. So lastly, we go to the conclusion of Leximin Rule. The Leximin Rule is a principle grounded in equity and fairness, focusing on the welfare of the least advantaged individuals within a distribution. By prioritizing the improvement of the worst off, it ensures a systematic and hierarchical approach to achieving a more equitable distribution of resources.